It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. Cordero Patterson on the loose. He will score. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big win early.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At
their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Rivers on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
7 yards. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Rivers, he'll get this one to Pittman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on first down, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Getting in there to break that one up, Rocky Sin. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no point. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run, and the Bears will add on to their lead.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him starting to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Working out of the gun, Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, 56 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He may try and run for this. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to work. 20.
Boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, 45 yards as the Bears push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 33. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. He's got the first down inside the 10. He is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The escapability in evidence there, as that one good for 15 and a first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw again on 2nd down, Trubisky. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Colts.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is
Hey, that's the fans. I'm the Bears, by the way.
Look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a very good return.
Hey, let's go, Headhunter fans. I freaking won. Let's get it. You race